I just not too long ago finished reading a book called The Magic Feeling, which creates instant manifestations by Richard Dotts. And he was explaining that the magic feeling is really a byproduct of alignment with the universe. And it reminded me I had an experience about 10 years ago. And I guess you can call it the magic feeling. And it was because I aligned with the universe. And it was the first time, I think, this is 10 years ago, the first time I really believed that I really consciously aligned with the universe. And it was when I very first started to read the book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, which is a book I keep referring to over and over again in my videos. And this magic feeling, I guess, is the best way to describe it. And I researched it more. I guess you can also call it satori, which is another word for sudden awakening, or maybe even nirvana. But this experience that I had was just for maybe 30 seconds, maybe to a minute. It was just for a moment, but it's a moment I will never forget, and it's a feeling I will never forget. So that's why I want to share this story with people. Maybe other people have experienced something similar. The very first time I reached this sort of magic feeling, like Richard Dotts calls it, or satori, or nirvana, wherever you want to call it. Like I said, the first time I started to read The Power of Now, and I remember this experience vividly. It was 10 years ago, and I went to the Barnes&Noble bookstore out in Redlands, California, and it was the middle of the summer, I think 2007, maybe June and July. And I heard so many good things about Eckhart Tolle and his book, The Power of Now, and I saw it on the bookshelf, and I thought, okay, I'm going to start reading this. So I sat down and I started reading, and I could not put it down. It was a page turner. I must have read nearly half the book right then and there. And I automatically felt a difference in the way I felt about myself, about life, my vibrational frequency, all kinds of things, and how simple the message is, but yet powerful, just to simply be in the moment. And he gives actual practical techniques on how to be in the present moment. And so the moment that I would call satori or nirvana, or that magic feeling, as I was reading the book, I was aligning with the universe. I was gaining alignment with the universe, with source, with my higher self, however you want to call it. And the moment of satori would be when, this is what happened. I purchased a book, and I started walking towards the front of the store. And I was being in the moment the whole time, but that magic feeling came over me. Once I opened the door to walk outside, all my senses were extremely sensitive. Every single thing, the smell of the air, the warm summer night breeze that I felt when I opened the door, all that I heard, and all that I saw, and all that I felt, and even all my senses, even the smell, like I said, the smell of the air, it was an amazing feeling. Even though the actual moment in itself was very seemingly mundane, I was just opening the door to walk outside of a store. This is a moment I will never forget, or a feeling I will never forget. And when I read that book from Richard Dotts about the magic feeling, about to manifest your desires, and it's just a byproduct of alignment with the universe, I thought, wow, by just simply quieting your mind, by just simply being in the present moment, this amazing feeling comes over me. And let me tell you, in that time of my life, I wasn't 100% happy. I was going through a bad breakup. I believe I was laid off from my job. There was just so many things back then that was going wrong that I felt. But it led me it inspired me to learn more about spirituality and how to manifest desires, and how to gain control of your destiny. And it helped me with my spiritual enlightenment, looking back now. But the reason why I want to share this story with people is because it really is that simple. By just simply being in the present moment, you're aligning with the universe, and you'll eventually get, maybe right away, or maybe just eventually someday, you will get this feeling, this amazing feeling. And like I said, I'm doing my best to describe how I felt, but I guess you can say, euphoria and peace. Like everything is gonna be okay. Everything is going to be just fine. Everything, no matter what you're going through right now, it's all just little things.